I'm just wondering, what do you think about that?
I don't have to think about it. I've lived it.
I learned a lot of lessons that, most people don't have to learn today or shouldn't have to learn, but I learned how to, conduct myself around.
And that's not the only problem.
Looks like Hollywood and its notorious elites are in trouble again, and they cannot contain the anger and the crushing waves of exposure that fill the airwaves. So when you guys think you already seen all the dirty linen of the industry, here comes Denzel Washington with more shocking revelations, and apparently the actor spared no one when talking about hideous things that actors and artists of African heritage are going through. So let's dive into another messy drama and find out what Denzel has to say.
Things have been changing. It didn't start this week. I've been in this business 40 years. In the 40 years, things have changed a lot.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. So, there's a reason why Denzel Washington is not accepted by Hollywood elites, and it seems like the actor doesn't even want to dance to their tune and deal with the atrocities that are happening in the show business since the dawn of time. In his recent interview, the 2-time Academy Award winner didn't hold back and honestly exposed all of the secrets and shady activities of the most powerful figures.
We all have reasons, or we might feel righteous reasons to be angry. But the point is, what are you going to do about it?
According to Denzel Washington, Hollywood has long been deviating from its morality, and he openly talked about the unfair treatment that Black actors and artists have to endure in order to make a name and career in the show business. And you don't need to go far to find the examples of such horrible treatments, since one of the Denzel's few friends and colleague Samuel L. Jackson can serve a great example. Hollywood icons Samuel L. Jackson and Denzel Washington have been friends for over 40 years, and Denzel know everything about the struggles his friend went through.
The superior race in an interesting sort of way. You don't look people in the eye, but I did.
Samuel L. Jackson is one of the biggest stars on the planet thanks to his incredible filmography and recognizable voice, but he often stated that his path to stardom was not all rainbows and unicorns. According to him, he never expected success to come at a hefty cost in the entertainment industry to be so demanding for Black actors. As the actor stated, the price of making it big in Hollywood and the horrible demands imposed on his at the early stages of his career basically made him find solace in certain substances. He said that this tremendous amount of pressure he went through changed his relationships with the family, and it emotionally separated them. I had basically moved into the basement of our brownstone. I was like the troll in the basement, and every now and then I'd come upstairs and hover around to do something. I was addicted and being crazy. Now, Denzel says that the industry's rules are kind of tough for certain actors, and the incredible amount of stress and sky-high demands of the industry, if the actor wants to become a part of it, break and damage some of them.
People say, the difficulty of making a movie. I'm like, send your son to Iraq. That's difficult. It's just a movie. It's like, relax. I don't play that precious nonsense.
Now, we all know that the show business is full of competition, and you have to constantly prove your worth to those who have power. But as both Washington and Jackson say, the success came with even more complications for Black actors because of the industry's intentional agenda to humiliate, mock, and even bend the will of such people. And as Denzel said, everyone has a choice to step back and forget about your goals and dreams, or find a way to conform with the supremacy of elites.
How to survive in a world that seemed to be quite dangerous and dominated by another part of society.
Well, it's obvious that with such statements, Denzel Washington is not the most favorite celeb among the Hollywood elites. And you know what comes the most shocking for many of the actor's fans? Despite having a career that spans over 4 decades and participating in over 60 films, Denzel still doesn't have a star on the Walk of Fame. According to some insiders, Washington would never get this symbol of recognition because of his exposing revelations, and although the Academy Award winner pursues only the noble cause, it seems like his opinions contradict the mind-blowing and hideous traditions and rites that have rooted in the movie industry. And as Denzel says, when giving opportunities for Black actors, elites present as infinite gracious gesture if the candidate passed all the horrible tests and tasks.
Making a movie is a luxury. It's a gift. It's an opportunity, and most importantly, it's a gift. Obviously, everybody here is.
Denzel Washington is among the very few celebs who are not afraid to speak up because he wants to see positive changes in the show business, starting with better treatment of Black actors. However, it seems like not many people rush to support him, and as he says, he's alone in this game. In one of the interviews, he stated, "Even within the industry, I don't have any actor friends. My friends are old friends." However, despite not having any close friends among the actors, Washington feels for all Black people going through the industry challenges, and he made it his mission to support and uplift his colleagues.
It's up to the Troy, it's up to you, it's up to me to change the message.
Now, the thing is that many things that Black artists have to go through are not discussed among the actors. But the information about certain harsh rules, humiliating rites, and initiation traditions have been circulating for years. One of the recent findings of relentless whistleblowers is that Tinseltown enjoys seeing black male comedian putting on a dress. And yeah, I know that some of you might have already heard about this, but as many people consider, it's just one first step for black actors, and other rites are more sinister and dark. Fans are wondering what other horrible experiences black artists have to endure, but apparently, Denzel Washington, who never did anything like that, cannot tell us the whole truth. As one person commented, "I'm certain that we will never, ever see Denzel Washington in a dress or dress up like a woman." And another user added, "Don't ever expect Denzel Washington to ever to be allowed on the Hollywood stage and tell the truth. He will now be silenced. God bless him for speaking the truth before any form of fame." Hopefully, Washington will stay safe and healthy and continue bringing us more juice about the mockery that's happening to black actors in the show business. And you know what's the worst in the whole story, guys? Jackson's experience is not some isolated incident, and it's rather a pattern that exposes the vile and toxic environment that Hollywood had created. As another black talented actress and comedian, Monique, said, "The industry is full of bullies."
You have bullies in this business. And the bullies are so used to being bullies, they don't understand when somebody bite back.
And we all know her story with being unofficially blackballed for 13 years because she didn't want to comply with certain unfair rules. The actress had a confrontation with the industry top players Tyler Perry and Oprah, and after that, she didn't work on any movie for over a decade until another known whistleblower, 50 Cent, advocated for her in 2022 and swore to help her get back on top in Hollywood. Many people wonder what could happen to Monique if she agreed to follow the cruel rules of the industry games. And as some fans claim, she would end up being a world star like other celebs who chose to perform crazy and humiliating rites in order to reach certain heights in her career and enough money.
When you say you know your worth, sometimes you gotta step back.
Yeah.
Because when those numbers are funny and they're not right.
Monique is not the only example of a strong-willed person, and in the past, there were other black artists who refused to dance to the industry's sinister tune, and they easily refused to accept millions of dollars to remain true to their principles. You all the story of Dave Chappelle, who walked away from his hit show at the peak of its popularity. And despite his success reaching meteoric heights in 2003, he chose to walk off set abruptly and fly to South Africa to avoid politics of Hollywood.
Stepping out of the spotlight helped him avoid getting caught in a trap.
The comedian said he was disappointed with the direction the show had taken and was under tremendous stress and pressure from the industry elites. Dave walked away from the show, leaving a $50 million deal behind, even being pressured into doing what hundreds of other black artists had done before him.
All the greats have done it. So, well, if all the greats have done it, it's kind of hacky, right? You're right. So why don't we just not do it? Because I don't feel comfortable wearing a dress.
Now, Denzel has been struggling to bring more changes to the traditions and rites that now became must-follow rules for many black actors. But he feels like he's losing this battle because of multiple compliant artists who don't mind this mockery.
But to go all the way back to your question, none of that.
Many fans agree with Denzel Washington, and they believe the situation is getting out of hand, with the industry thinking that everyone is going to dance to their tune to become famous and wealthy. Netizens are praising Denzel for standing against the injustices happening in the show business and call him a brave man with unshakable principles. As one person commented, he is 100 correct. This is why I believe our people need to permanently exit Hollywood. And another user added, "We will be better off if Hollywood stays on strike." Well, as many people now think the situation is not going to improve, and it looks like a pattern already. And what do you think about this, guys? Is there any negative agenda in Hollywood to mock black actors? And will more exposure help to change the situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about the shady side of the movie industry. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.